And one stat that I did see against Kokomo last week, Kokomo's quarterback, Barker, who is an athlete, I mean, we're just watching him warm up. He's something special, but he did fumble 4 times last week. So our defense is going to have to be opportunistic and try to get some turnovers.
The other part of that is you don't want to hear these guys' names making tackles, but Devontae Garcia made a lot of them last week. He's at safety. Your corners are Sean Janda and Alan Pereira. So that's your defense. Plymouth is going to get the ball first here. They'll tee it up and kick it off, and to do that for Kokomo, it's kind of hard. I forgot who we were playing there for a minute. Diego Ginner will be the one kicking off. We'll go over some names with Kokomo here, too. They've got one name you're going to hear a lot tonight is Ples Lawrence, and we'll talk about that in a minute. As Ginner gets ready to kick it off, it is a low-line drive. It will get into the end zone. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the 20 for Plymouth.
And I was watching him in warm-up, and he was kicking 40, 45-yard field goals with ease.
You always watch the kickers, don't you?
Well, you know, special teams is kind of important to Plymouth last week. We got a kickoff return and a long return by Garcia, so I think Kokomo went to school on that and just kick it in the end zone. Easy.
Well, nobody wants to give Devontae Garcia the football anymore. And, you know, we didn't even talk about his game last week. He basically did everything. So it'll be Quentin Heine as the running back. Kriegbaum ready to go. He's got wide receivers to both sides. He'll look to the sideline for the play. They wanted to see Plymouth will come out and they'll call a snap just to see how the defense reacts. Then they'll change the play on the sideline. So they're ready to go. Heine moves forward a couple of steps. Snap. They'll fake the handoff. Kriegbaum throwing right away. Hits his man over the middle. Is Derifield. He'll pick up 8, but boy, he got leveled. And that was number 21, Tashay Stewart.
Again, that's a good quick pass, good confidence builder but for Kriegbaum. Just about an 8-9 yard gain right there, but just basically a long run.
Football at the 29. Plymouth with a 2nd down and short. Very manageable here. They got wide receivers to both sides. Man in the slot to the left is Garcia. Snap, they'll hand it to Heine up the middle. He's into the 2nd row, and he'll get all the way out to the 35. 1st down, Plymouth.
Good start for the offensive line. They good pass protection, and then open a nice hole there for the running back.
1st and 10, Plymouth football at the 35. They'll come out with Kriegbaum, obviously the quarterback, Heine the lone running back. This time they've got men in both slots. Derifield to the left. To the right is Garcia. Devin Bowering is the wide receiver on the right side. We need to set the starters for you. Kriegbaum in trouble. He gets to the outside. He fumbled the football. It's still on the ground, but Kokomo's going to come away with it.
And, Rusty, that's something we were going to talk about in the pregame, I think. But last week, Kriegbaum kind of carried that away from his body a little bit. And I'm sure they talked to him over the week, but right off the bat, that's what happened.
And that is I'm sure that was a subject of some film study for Kokomo.
I'm sure Kokomo went over that.
So now the defense, not only are they going to have to deal with this offense, it's short field, and that is not where you want to put these guys.
And this offense is kind of really fun to watch. I mean,
you literally, they're on the left hash. They won't get to the numbers.
Oh, no, not even close.
They aren't even close. They literally, I know John said maybe 6 yards from side to side. I don't think it's that far.
No.
And your running back is one step behind the quarterback. Now they're going to shift out of it, and they're going to spread wide.
Go figure, yeah.
They got wide receivers to both sides, man in the slot here to the left, man in motion. We'll get the handoff, and it's going to be a double handoff and a trick play pass.
You know, if he would have ran that ball, there was nobody over there.
John Curl took the reverse handoff and threw the football, and it wasn't near anybody.
If he would have kept running, nobody would have touched him.
So the first pass is by the wide receiver, and it's incomplete. Clock stops at 10:55. No score here. We're just underway at Plymouth.
That may be his last pass for a while.
Might be the last pass we see tonight.
Yeah.
So now they're back out in that tight formation. Running back, I don't even know how he can see anything. They pitch it into the secondary. Ples Lawrence, here's my guy. He scores. Pitched it to him. He took a step to the outside, went right back up the middle. Nobody touched him for 35 yards, and it's a touchdown.
That kind of looked like East Noble from last week.
That was just second play from scrimmage, goes for 6, and that is definitely not what John Barron wanted to see. There was nobody in the middle. It was wide open.
And again, that was a short pitch that just went right off tackle, and, yeah, nobody touched him.
Nobody was near him. So now Ginter will come on, and he will kick it out of the hold of the quarterback, Evan Barker. It is up, and it is good. And we have 10:48 to go in the first quarter, and it is 7-0. Kokomo, be back after this. Play one and come back. We're back. Plymouth High School, Rusty Nixon with Joe McKee, and Kokomo has struck very quickly. Second play from scrimmage. Well, if that's what they're going to do, running the football out of this offense, I don't think you'll see a double reverse pass again tonight.
No, and they shouldn't. That's that's not what Plymouth wanted to see right out of the gates. I mean, that's you want to build confidence in them through the week and, you know, do some different techniques, but well, let's see what happens here. Their offense started off strong.
Started with a fumble. Lennon Kriegbaum trying to get out to the right side after a Plymouth first down, and he got stripped from behind. That's obviously been a point of emphasis at Kokomo. Kickoff is back into the end zone. Devontae Garcia will catch it, but he's back there in touchback territory. He'll come out to the 20. It'll be 1st and 10 Plymouth again from the 20.
Again, I kind of said it last week, we got to slow this game down. We can't give Kokomo the ball right back. We need our offense to keep out on the field a little bit, get a long drive, get some confidence, give the defense a rest.
They'll come out of the huddle. They got Bowering out here to the right. We'll set the starters for you here in just a second for Plymouth. It'll be 1st and 10, 10:48 to play in the first. In motion is Garcia. They'll pitch it to him. He's out to the right side. He's got a man in front, Heine, and a couple of folks will run him down, run him out of bounds, but he'll pick up 7.
Still, nice, safe play. I mean, that was a pitch at very easy sweep. Get Garcia the ball. I mean, he was electric last week.
They'll mark him out at the 26, so a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. Kriegbaum has him out of the huddle, ready to go. He's got a man in the slot to the right. Snap, hands it to Heine. He's right up the middle. Following those big guard and tackle is Popey and Quintana on the left side, and he'll pick up 5 for the first down.
And I would just keep doing that, just pound it up the middle, let the offensive line get their confidence.
So it'll be 1st and 10, football at the 32. And Plymouth out of the huddle. Got a man in the slot to the right side this time. That's Garcia. Wide receivers to both sides. Snap. Kriegbaum will hand it off up the middle. Heine locked up real quickly. He'll go down maybe a yard.
Boy, what I saw there is Kokomo was trying to rip that ball away. They're definitely grabbing the ball.
Lineman for Plymouth tonight. You've got at the right side Connor DeLee, James Tolson, the tackle and guard. Center is Thad Pletcher. On the left side is Popey and Quintana. Derafield is one running back along with Garcia. Wide receivers are Seth Mills and where's the other? Devin Bowering. And the quarterback, obviously, Lennon Kriegbaum, Quentin Heine, the running back. Starting offense for Plymouth tonight. Snap goes to Kriegbaum. They'll hand it off. Heine again pushing, but he's not going to get more than 2. They'll give it to him at the 35. So the second down play gets a couple more. It'll be 3rd. I'm going to call it 8. It's probably close to 7, but short gain again.
Be a good opportunity here for one of those run-pass options.
So Kriegbaum gets the play from the sideline. He's called. Plymouth does not huddle. They get the play from the. Now they're going to come a little bit tighter with this formation. Wide receiver Bowering to the left with Garcia in the slot. No wide on the right side. Now he wants Garcia in motion. Snap to Kriegbaum, drops it. He'll pick it up again. He'll just go to the right side, nothing there. He gets maybe a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
The snap was a pretty decent snap. He just kind of fumbled it just a little bit and threw the timing off. He's kind of yelling at himself right there.
Looked like he might have just taken his eye off it for just a second to look to that side, and it cost him. So now it'll be 4th down and 5. Pick up a 1, or let's call it 2. Pick up a 2. We'll give him a benefit of that.
Well, last week we tried a fake punt and got a touchdown.
Now we got a whistle, and the play is going to stop. Looks like Kokomo called a timeout. So Kokomo will take a timeout. We'll take one as well. We've got 8:01 to play in the first period, 7-0 to the Wildcats. Just one. We sound okay? Coach Kokomo's sideline didn't like something they saw.
Well, I think they're probably going to go over the scouting report, Rusty, because last week in Plymouth, in this situation, about the same spot in the field, they tried a fake punt. And
Michael Shealy made a great play on that.
Yeah, I'm sure they're reminding the Kokomo defenders about that.
So Plymouth, in that short punt formation, we'll see if they do it. That's the thing out of this. You have to respect the fact that we might run a play. They've decided they're going to take care of that with the deep man. That's Tashay Stewart back at the 40. Snap will come from the Plymouth 37. Kriegbaum with Heine in the backfield. Now Stewart coming forward. He'll back out again.
Oh, they got it.
They got a piece
bit.
of it. Punt was slightly blocked. It's going to go out of bounds. They'll mark it down. It's going to come all the way back to the 46. So a 10-yard punt. Not even that. 9-yard punt.
9-yard punt.
I think they got a piece of it as well.
I think they did too, but you take that risk of dropping back 5 yards in that quick punt. Any kind of penetration, that defender's right there.
So another short field for Kokomo. They're in Plymouth territory again at the 46. This defense, talk about under fire. Both possessions here have been in Plymouth territory. Kokomo out in motion is Lawrence. They'll hand it on misdirection back the other way. Stewart, good play by Hooley. As he takes him down, he was one tackle break away from a big game.
But again, that's Hooley staying at home, and that's his area he needs to defend. Did a good job, only a 3-yard gain.
So it'll be 2nd down and 7 here. Football marked at the 43 of Plymouth. Barker will go to the sideline, come back with the play. 7:27 clock running here in the first period. Plymouth trails at 7-0. Barker has him out. Running back, I don't know how when he gets into his stance he isn't bumping the quarterback's rear end. Lawrence will take it into the middle, and they'll take him down, maybe 2, as they'll mark him down at the 41.
Did a good job there. That's exactly the same play they just scored a touchdown on.
Ples Lawrence is that kind of player that you need to take him to the ground. If you do not do that, you may see nothing but his backside in the end zone.
He's built pretty solid.
And he will not go down. You think you got him, and he will just break it and go. Saw that a number of times last year down at Kokomo. Play comes in from the sideline. Player bringing it in is Camden Horner. And now they're back out. In motion is Lawrence. They'll pitch it to him out wide to the right. He's got room, got a flag. He'll break a tackle. He's into the secondary. They'll run him out at the 25, but I think it's coming back.
They're going to call a hold. Hold on Kokomo.
Lawrence got to the outside. If he beats you to the spot out there, I don't believe you're going to catch him. He will get there and turn it. He got upfield quite a ways before they were able to run him out. They're market. Boy, that's a bad spot. will obviously take the penalty, but they had him out all the way back at about the 28. I'm sure he didn't go out till about 25 or 23 easy. But it's all going to come back. Holding penalty will put it at the 47. Stops the clock at 6:25.
And that was a tough call. You could see their Kokomo's running back trying to get off that block, but just couldn't quite do it.
3rd down and long now. It's going to be 18 to go. Snap out of the shotgun. Barker just tosses it out here to Lawrence. He's all the way back out to the 40, and he'll run over Sheely. Michael getting up slowly, and so he'll pick up almost all of it. It's going to be 4th and 2, just a little, basically a pitch.
Nothing.
It was a running play is really all it was. He just went out to that outside, and they pretty much just pitched it to him.
But this makes it a very manageable 4th down.
So 4th and short. It'll be 4th and 3.
Big stop for Plymouth right here.
Barker ready to go in motion. As a running back, they'll hand it to him, and he'll easily make it. He'll get into the secondary. He's going to be drugged down about the 32. New running back for Kokomo is Shane Speer. He is a big, strong kid, and he just bowled his way forward for about 10.
Well, he just made up for that holding call because that's who the holding call was called on.
So he'll come to the sideline and say, hey, it was 50%. We're okay. Play comes in. Camden Horner obviously going to split time. Running plays in. Like I said, the running back behind the quarterback, when he goes into his stance, I don't know how he's not touching the quarterback. Handoff goes to the left side this time. Back is out there. He'll get all the way down to the 20 before he's ridden out of bounds. That's Jalen Cannon. I'm sorry, it's 22. Keegan Name with the carry. And it'll be good for a 1st down with a gain of 12. It's down at the 20. Really got to stiffen up here.
We have to keep containment there. They're making that look way too easy. As tight as they are, you would think containment on something like that would be, I don't want to say easy, but doable.
Well, they're making a living on the outside. Now they're going to spread it out. They got a wide receiver way out to the other side. That's John Curl. Got a man in the slot. Barker is going to take the shotgun. Same play they ran to Lawrence before. Good job by Derifield to get there, but he misses him, and now he'll just jog in and score. Derifield was there. Lawrence just made him miss, and then he just beat everybody to the pylon.
Yeah, again, that was almost like a push pass. I mean, that was almost like a basketball.
I'm not sure it's not a lateral.
Well, it very well could have been. I mean, he definitely didn't have a motion going forward.
It would be a pitch on that, except that he's so far away from the quarterback. He basically just tosses it out there. Same play to the right side that they ran to the left before. And so now, 13-0. Ginner will come on and try to add the extra point out of the hold of Barker. Snap, kick is up.
Ooh, we might have missed that.
And they're going to give it to him. See, that's why I never call it.
I know. It just looked, he could have.
So it was through, and it's 14-0. Kokomo with a quick early lead. We still got 4:36 to play in the first period. We'll take a quick break. Right back. Play 1. Back at Plymouth High School, Rusty Nixon with Joe McKee. 2 quick scores in short field. Defense was going to have their hands full anyway, but when you're giving them short field, the first 2 possessions, that just makes everything that much more difficult.
It does, and they had them in 3rd and long and then 4th and short, so they had a chance to get off the field there. That was a big drive for Kokomo.
Cole Boroff will kick it off this time. He has it deep and high. It's going to get into the end zone easily. And so Plymouth, once again, will have it 1st and 10 at the 20. See if the offense can get something going here. Huffman Electric is a complete electrical company. If it has to do with electricity, They can install it, troubleshoot it, fix it. Huppin Electric offers free estimates when you need them for residential, commercial, or industrial service. Give them a call, 574-953-8601. Plymouth has their third possession of the night. Remember, we got the kickoff, so Kokomo will have it out of the halftime break. And that doesn't mean a lot right now, but you've got to stop the bleeding here. Handoff goes to Heine. He goes to the right side. He finds some running room. Gets about 5 down to the 25.
You know, we've had success running the ball right up the middle. I mean, 5-yard gain, we'll take that all night. We need to keep on this game plan.
And you've talked about it, too. You probably want to slow this game down a little bit.
You do, because this is just feeling like the last week's game. I mean, because Kokomo's had long, quick scores, and we can't recover.
Creek bomb ready. He's got wides to the right side, and a play is blown up. Heine got it, was hit instantly. He breaks a tackle. He'll lose 1. He could have lost 4 or 5.
Yeah, we kind of missed a block there on the right side. Left defensive end of Kokomo came right through.
3rd down and 7 now. Football at the 23. Creek bomb looks to the sideline for the call. He's got it. He's got Mills and Garcia to the left side. Wide man out here is Bowering. They'll put a trips out there with Derafield on the right side. Back to throw. He's going to have pressure on the backside. Kriegbaum didn't have a chance. Nobody touched. The linebacker from the other side, they sent Tracy Dowling. He went straight to the quarterback. Lennon never saw him, and it's going to be a big loss back to the 14.
And he looked like he was shot out of a cannon. He came on a dead run. Nobody touched him. Lennon was faced the other way, didn't see him coming. Lucky we didn't fumble that ball.
Left side outside linebacker, he was coming all the way, and he just ran Lennon down from behind. So 4th and forever. Football at the 14.
You got to think after last week's film that Kokomo's going to blitz a lot because East Noble did.
Kriegbaum will be back. Pretty obviously going to kick it here. He'll get it away. I'm not so sure they didn't get a piece of that one.
They might have.
It's going to take a Plymouth hop, but it's still going to stay well in Plymouth territory.
26-yard punt.
26-yard punt. It's going to be down at the 39. So Kokomo will take over once again. Very short field. I mean, they've scored twice, and they probably have less than 100 yards of total offense.
Oh, they absolutely do. They started within 35-40 both times.
14-0 our score, 2:30 to play. And Kokomo will get their 3rd possession of the night. They've scored on the first 2.
We have to keep containment here. We can't keep letting them get outside, and just those easy handoffs.
Well, you can't let Ples Lawrence see any open space in front of him, or you will not see him again. They come out in that tight formation again. Barker, in motion is Lawrence. He'll hand it to him. He gets to the outside, breaks a tackle into the secondary, breaks another tackle. He's down the right side. He's going to score again. Ples Lawrence just takes it off the right side, breaks 3 tackles, and there's 6 more.
That's exactly what you just said, Rusty, because he was tackled 3 or 4 times and wouldn't go down. I think Plymouth thought he was going to go down.
But see, that's, if you watched the game last year, that's exactly what happened. He would actually be on the ground, use his hand to stay up. He is a dynamic running back, and he has 2 scores tonight. 20-0, 2:23 to play. Extra point here by Ginter. And Barker will hold it again. So we're still at 2:23 in the first quarter, and it's already 20-0 Kokomo. Snap, ball is down, kick is up, and that one is good. So we'll take a break. It is 21-0 Kokomo in the first period. We'll be back after this timeout. Just one again. Back at Plymouth High School, Rusty Nixon with Joe McKee. It is 21-0 Kokomo. We have 2:23 to play in the first quarter. And Plymouth will get the ball back. Teeing it up for Kokomo is Cole Boroff. Garcia will be back deep. I'll be surprised if he sees the football.
I say we really haven't been able to get him in the game yet tonight because they've been kicking it in the end zone.
So Boroff will tee it up, and he's ready to go. The kick is in the air. It's a low-line drive and a hop. Gets over the head of Garcia and into the back of the end zone. That'll be a touchback. So Plymouth will start at the 20 once again. At this point, you got to do something to turn this momentum around. Kokomo is just having their way.
They really are. They're blitzing. I mean, those quick passes and runs up the middle were working. I mean, we've had some success.
We'll see what happens here. It's got to be frustrating. You had a fumble on the first possession, and then just haven't been able to do much since then offensively. 1st and 10 at the 20. Kriegbaum has Garcia in motion. He'll pitch it to him. He gets to the outside, gets a block, but they close that really quickly, and he'll pick up probably one. Depends on, let's call it one. 2nd and 9.
Again, that was like just a little chest pass. I mean, it just, he's just shuttled it to him.
Going to have trips here to the left side, both Garcia and Derafield in the slot. Mills, the wide receiver, to the left, Bowering out here to the right. Heine behind Kriegbaum, trying to figure out where now he's going to go to the left side. Lennon takes a snap, he's going to throw. Rolls to the right, he's got pressure. He's going to have to get out or throw it. He's going to get tackled for a huge loss. And he'll be down all the way back at the 5. Just never got anything. He was under pressure almost immediately. But that's one of those times where you probably just need to throw it out of bounds.
Get it out of bounds, yeah. I mean, he kept trying to make a play, looking downfield, doing the right things, but you got to know when to get rid of the ball.
That would have been the better decision at that point. So now it is 3rd down and 25 at the 5. Man in the backfield in the end zone is Heine. Snap. They'll hand it to him right up the middle. He's got some room, runs into a huge. I'll tell you what, Shane Speer is a load. He's 24. He's one of their running backs, but he is a load.
He's not afraid to hit.
And he will hit you. Speer at 6'2", 225. He's only a junior. 4th and forever. Football at the 7. Kriegbaum clearly will have to punt it here. He gets it away clean this time, and that one takes a hop backwards, so you can't get a break in the punt game tonight. That'll be on the 28.
About a 21-yard punt.
So 21-0. Kokomo with a lead.
Well, defense needs that. They need to make a stop.
Got to do something.
Yes.
I mean, there's got to be something in here that you can get any kind of confidence going. Now they're coming out in that spread again. They got wide receiver 2 to the right side. Barker and Ples Lawrence in the backfield. In motion is Lawrence. Barker will take the snap. He goes to the left side. He finds some room, runs over a guy, breaks a tackle, gets all the way down to the 10. Barker just runs over a couple of guys, breaks a couple of tackles. He'll pick up about, 15? And it'll be 1st and 10. Football will be placed down at the 12.
And that should get us to the quarter, Rusty. But again, I think Plymouth thought that they had Barker down, and he just kept going. We're not wrapping up as well as we should.
Play comes in, and they're not going to run one. We'll all go to the sideline. So it has been a very tough first quarter here for the guys in red as they come to the sideline after the end of 12, down 21-0. We'll take a break. We'll come back. It's Plymouth football on WTCA. Give me 2. Plymouth High School, Rusty Nixon and Joe McKee. We have played one quarter. It's 21-0 Kokomo, and we talked about Plus Lawrence before. 96 yards rushing in the first quarter, and he has only carried the ball 4 times. So he's dynamic.
He's on pace for about a 400-yard game.
96 yards and 3 touchdowns in the first quarter for Plus Lawrence. So 1st and 10, Kokomo with it to start the second quarter. Football's at the 12. In motion is the running back Speer. They'll take it straight ahead off tackle, and that is Trey Marciniak with his first carry of the night. He'll be close to a first down, but just short. Second and less than 1. Football at the 3-yard line. You're knocking on the door again. It's already 21-0. They'll come out of the huddle. Barker has them ready to go. Marciniak, the running back, also on the sides there. Speer in motion is Lawrence. They'll hand it to Marciniak, and he'll have a little difficulty, but takes it into the end zone. Another score for Kokomo.
Again, he didn't go down. Kokomo's backfield runs very hard.
They will run extremely hard. So it's 27-0 now with 11:21 to play in the half. Barker will hold, or Cole Boroff will be on to kick this one. And Barker will hold it. So snap is a little bit wide. Good job by Barker to bring it back, and the kick is good. And that'll make it 28-0. We'll keep it here. Looking for new flooring in Plymouth? And visit Artisan Flooring on North Michigan Street. They offer today's newest looks with a large selection of beautiful flooring in stock. They were voted best of Marshall County 5 years in a row. For residential or commercial flooring, call Artisan Flooring today, 574-540-2184. Plymouth will take the, well, at least your kickoff team's getting some, or kickoff return team's getting some work. But
well, not really, because they kicked
in the catch it.
Yeah, they've kicked in the end zone, and that was our strongest, one of our strongest teams last week.
Devontae Garcia has only had the ball in his hands twice, and they have wrapped him up quickly.
Again, I'm sure in the scouting report that was their key player, and you know, the coaches have to keep coaching here. It's 28-0 early in the second quarter, and you know this game's almost really kind of got away from Plymouth, but it's a long season. And again, we talked about it. It's not an NLC game, and it doesn't get any easier going forward, Rusty.
And the similar offense to what they're going to see next week at Warsaw.
Well, so I mean, so it's important for the coaches to work on things, try to figure some things out going forward, and it's a tough task because you're looking at the body language down there of the kids, and it looks like they're down 28-0.
Kick is ready to come from Ginner. He'll kick it hard, high, and deep. It's going to be short enough for Garcia to get a shot. He takes it at the 7. Gets to the left side. Gets a hold. Big hit. He took a shot from number 22, Keegan Name.
He did get hit.
And he'll come into the huddle. And the thing about Devontae, he's not going to let you know, even if he did feel it.
No, he's adjusting his helmet, and they're kind of snapping.
Yeah, I don't
right
think.
now.
Yeah, I think some snaps got loosened.
Yeah.
He got ripped, but he did get out to the 32. So best starting field position easily tonight for Plymouth. Wide receivers to both sides for Kriegbaum. Heine, the running back. Garcia in the slot to the left. Snap, he'll hand it to Heine. Right up the middle, carries a couple of people. He'll get down to the 36-yard line.
Again, a good first down gain, about 4 yards right up the middle.
East with the stop for Kokomo. And now it'll be second down and 6. Kriegbaum with it. Gets the play. I think you're going to see him run the football here. Try to run some clock.
I think they need to.
Snap. They're sending the house, too. And Heine gets tackled right away. They were sending everybody, and it ends up being Kamani Howard who gets him. He didn't really have anybody blocking him, but there wasn't anybody left to block him.
No, I think Kokomo's listening to the broadcast, Rusty, because they're going to keep running. They just brought everybody, like you said.
The only guy that was still back there was the safety. Everybody else was coming right to the spot. Creek Bomb has the snap. He'll hand it off. Goes straight ahead. Heine will pick up about 3.
You know, Rusty, it's 4th and 2.5. You have to go for it. I mean, what do you got to lose?
I would agree with you.
Your kicking game hasn't been real stellar tonight, and you have to try to go for it. And they are.
Lennon will have him out. He's got trips to the right side. Mills is the lone receiver back here to the left near the sideline. They'll get the play. 9:29, clock moving. 9 on the play clock. Snap, he looks to throw. Now he gets out of the and he'll run it. And he'll take it out of bounds. So a nice read. That's what you want to see out of your young quarterback. Well, I guess he's not young, but your inexperienced quarterback. If he can start to make those decisions, that makes a big difference.
Well, I think they made it easy for him there. I mean, it's one look. He wasn't open, then take off. I mean, they only gave him one read there, I believe.
48 is where he was run out of bounds. Big gain and a 1st and 10. Plymouth, we're in the other side of the football field for the first time tonight. Man moves to the left is Heine. Wide receivers both sides. Heine up the middle. He'll pick up about 7. He's marked down at the 39. That's been there.
It has been all night, and this is just what Plymouth needs to do.
2nd down and 3. 9 minutes to play in the half. Kriegbaum has Garcia in the slot to the right. Mills and Bowering are the wide receivers. Heine, the running back. They'll get set. Now Lennon wants Heine on the other side. He'll take the snap, hands it off to him. He gets through the middle. He's going to be close, and I believe he's got the first down.
I think they're going to give it to him. They should.
They should. I think that's not a bad spot. It's not where I would have put it, but then, you know, I'm a Plymouth guy, so
well,
you can't trust me. It's going to – they're going to have him short.
They're giving it to him.
Yeah, I was going to say, they better measure that.
Say they're either going to have to measure or give it to him.
They'll give it to him, but it'd be 1st and 10. Plymouth finding something here offensively at least. Football at the 38, 8:13 and counting. They trail it 28-0. We're in the second period. Heine will move to the left. Now they'll hand it to him. Up the middle, he's got a great block. I don't know who 50 was, but he was leading that pretty well. Let me get that number for you. That is Tolson. They liked his game last week. Kokomo will take a timeout. I got a feeling they don't like what they're seeing clearly. So we'll take a short break as well. 28-0. Kokomo, 7:54 in the first half. Back after this. Just one. Back at Plymouth High School, Rusty Nixon with Joe McKee. 2nd down and 5 here after the timeout.
And you talk about Tolson. He's listed at 5'5", 160 pounds. So week in, week out, he's going to be undersized. So it's going to be so important for him to have good technique and to stay low on his defender.
The coaches liked his performance a week ago. They thought he played a nice game. We know Pletcher was the one who he was trying to hide out there when he had the cramp. He wasn't coming off the field. He was like hiding behind the other guys. He could barely walk. So you got some linemen out there laying it on the line. Heine will take it again. And I don't know where 23 came from. He's one of their linebackers. That is Tyrese Tucker. He's the one who blew that up. He found a hole and got in there quickly.
Yeah, I think they had him coming the whole way, trying to stop that dive play right up the middle.
Third down, no gain on the play, 5. Football stays at the 33. Man in the slot to the left side, short side here is Garcia. Snap, fake to Heine, back to throw. Kriegbaum bounces it. Had a man on the sideline, Mills, and he just bounced it to him.
He did, and Mills was right at the first down marker. Probably would have had it. I think Kriegbaum just kind of hurried that rush because he was open.
He was open, but that was really the first time he's had a chance to throw the football all night.
Yeah. He tried to put a little something extra on that, I think. Just kind of the nose of the ball went down.
Just went right into it. So, 4th down now. Clock stopped at 7:20. Football at the 33. Play clock is moving. It's still got 25. Now they're going to reset it again. And it's going to go all the way back up to 40. I don't know why they took so long to reset the play clock, but I'm sure they're happy to have a little extra time to call this play because this is a big one.
Big play, 4th 5. Nice drive going here. This is really important for Plymouth.
Trips to the right side. Heine, the running back. Seth Mills, the only wide receiver to the left. They'll get to the play from the bench now as they wanted to see how the lineup was set, how they'd move.
Middle linebacker was coming on that.
So now the play will change. Heine will go to the right. Trips will come in a little bit tighter. Snap. Kriegbaum will roll that way to the right. They're going to have a flag. That was clearly a holding call.
Yeah.
As now Kriegbaum will just get ridden out of bound on the sideline. That was Jaquan. Where is him? Where is he at? They don't have 27 listed.
They don't.
They don't have a 27, but he is the one who rode Kriegbaum out of bounds. There was a definite hold on the play.
And, of course, Kokomo
They'll decline that, so a big loss will put the football all the way back at the 42, and first down Kokomo again. And any positive confidence you were gaining there goes out the window now.
Well, let's see if our defense can get a stop here. I don't know that we've got a stop all year, Rusty.
I'm not sure.
I don't know if we have.
I'm not sure if we have either. 1st and 10. Offense, they say offense in a phone booth. This is offense in a closet. Pitch goes to the outside. Man comes back up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles. Guess who? Wes Lawrence will pick up 8 out of something that looked like he was going to lose 5.
You just almost lose him in between all those big linemen. They're so tight.
And you have to square him up to tackle him. He's not going to go down unless you hit him head on. 2nd and 4. Pickup of 6. Football at the 48. Lawrence to the left. To the right, it is Tashay Stewart. They'll hand it to Lawrence. He gets to the right side, makes a move, makes a miss, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, making a move out there. He's dancing around. Finally, 4 Rockies are able to bring him to the ground, but not until he gets the first down. He made probably 7 guys miss before they finally corralled him.
He's not going to go. He's like a Madden game there, with the spin and everything.
I remember somebody else who used to run like that.
Yeah, I do too.
Coaching on the sideline right now for Plymouth.
He had really good coaching at a young age. That's all I can say.
Yes, he did. But, and I'm sure it's the same thing. I used to ask Benji, I said, what are you thinking about when you get the ball? He said, scoring. And I got no doubt that's what Lawrence is thinking about.
That's what he was taught.
They'll spread it out. They'll hand it to him again. He'll go to the right side, and he'll find some room out there. He's finally brought to the ground by Connor DeLee. And Connor will come to the sideline. He got a little emotional at the end of that. I think they want to say, look, dude, you don't need a penalty at the end of this to go with it.
Little frustration there, but you like the emotion.
Yes,
I
you
mean,
do.
You don't want to back down here.
Pickup of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Football at the 41. And we're going to reset the clock. Yes, 40-second clock. Now it looks like Quintana will come off as well. They're going to get him some water.
Well, you remember last week we had a lot of cramping issue, and don't want that to happen again.
Got to make sure that doesn't happen. You can't afford to have any of these guys on the sideline. So it's second down, 5:11 to play in the half. In motion is Lawrence. They'll pitch it to him. He'll bring it right back up the middle, and Caden Hooley was having nothing to do with that. He'll get him after a gain of 2.
Hooley had a nice game last week, too. I mean, he made some
He's
key
a player.
tackles. He really is.
The other thing about that, though, Joe, is that our linebackers are really undersized. And if we can't keep linemen off of them,
well,
that's a problem.
Caden's listed at 5'10", 160.
He's fast.
He's
He'll
fast.
come and hit you. But you got to keep people at Derafield is not a big guy. So it looks like Stewart starts off. He'll come back on. The other running back is Keegan Names.
Oh,
Snap will have a penalty. I don't know why they let that go. Barker was drugged down after a loss of 5.
And 2 men in motion.
But the question is, in high school, don't they stop the play?
I would think that would have been a dead ball.
And now we're going to decline it, obviously. But I thought the play stopped when there was an offside, or a in motion, or whatever.
Well,
We'll
evidently
take it.
not. Yeah.
Happy to have it. The loss was about 5,
So
as Barker was sacked.
brings up 4th and 7 or so right now. Big play for
this
the
is a
defense.
huge play for your defense. They're going to spread it out here. Wide receivers to both sides. Stewart out here to the right. I believe that is number 81, John Curl. He's the one. Oh, nice play by Pereira. If he caught that, I am going to.
There's no way.
Janda out there was in. He had great coverage, and I can't believe Barker even fit that ball in there.
Hey, you thought that was going to be an interception the whole way.
I definitely thought Janda would be taking that the other way. Somehow it got in there. Doesn't matter. 1st and 10 Plymouth as the defense gets a stop.
Gets a stop. The offense showed a little life last possession, so let's keep going.
That should be something you can at least start to build some confidence on. 4:03 to play in the half. Plymouth with 0, 28 for Kokomo. 1st and 10 Rockies. Football is at the 44. Snap, hands it to Heine, and he is blown up instantly. Guess who? Speer. He is a man. And he almost took the snap or the handoff. He was on him instantly.
He's awful aggressive out there.
Ball goes back. Loss of where are they going to mark it? I thought they were going to mark it. No, it's not that bad. Just 2. It looked like they had him for a lot more than that.
5'9", 220 is what they got Speer listed as.
41, 5'9", 2. He's not 5'9". He's at least 6'2".
Well.
Shane Speer, yeah, he's a little bigger than 5'9". Man in motion, Garcia. He'll fake it to him. Creek bomb into the middle, into the secondary. Makes a man miss, breaks a tackle. Ooh, he got hit.
He did get hit.
Wow. Big hit by Jalen Cannon, but on the field was Tyrese Tucker, and they just bent him over, Tucker. But a big gain for Creek Bomb.
We got a Kokomo player kind of dinged up there a little bit.
That is Reese Beard. He was the one that Creek Bomb made miss and then broke a tackle. He was the safety out there. He's going to come to the sideline. So Plymouth with a 1st and 10 here. 3:07 to play in the half. Wides to both sides, men in the slot on both sides. Heine, the running back. They'll bring on a new safety in Rondell Green. He's going to be corner. He's going to be on coverage out there on the right side. You got single coverage on both sides. If you can get enough time to throw, you might be able to do something, but
and you got a new guy just coming in who's probably not stretched out very well.
Maybe get something over there to Garcia. We'll screen. Now I'm calling plays, right? Hand off to Heine. He'll go forward. He'll get 3 or 4. Good, solid gain.
On that last play, you saw the athleticism that Creek Bomb has, and that's what we need to build on, I think, as an offense.
He can run. He's got to gain some confidence in just pulling it down and taking off when he sees any light.
and know when to get rid of the ball.
It'll come.
Oh, it'll absolutely
You
come.
can tell he knows what he's doing. I mean, he's out there coaching.
He's got the tools.
He knows what he's doing. Snap, he'll look, and there's a
geez.
quick one to Garcia, and what a play out there. All right, Lennon got murdered, and now we got Tolson in it out there with Speer. Tyrese Tucker with a huge hit on Garcia keeps it to a 1-yard game, but
they're going to call a personal foul on Kokomo.
We had helmets flying, people flying. And they're going to send Speer to the sideline. If he has to stay over there any length of time, that is a huge loss. He's got to go over because he's the one whose helmet flew off, so he'll have to sit over there for at least one play.
Well, I think he had a late hit on the Plymouth lineman right there. The play was over, and he just kind of decked him.
And once again, that was Tolson over there.
Yeah.
He's been involved in a lot of stuff out
and
there.
Hey, he's a little outmanned outsized there a little bit, too.
He's the smallest lineman on that line. He's at guard on that right side, and he obviously has no shyness about getting involved. 1st and 10, that is a huge penalty. Because it was going to be 3rd and long. And now it is 1st and 10 at the 15. Heine to the left of Creekbaum. In motion is Garcia. They'll pitch it to him. He's got nowhere to go. He'll slide in, get a couple. You know, the thing you're noticing about Kokomo is they pursue so well in space. You see a quick opening, and it is closed almost instantly.
And they had Speer come right back in, so he only had to sit out the one play for his helmet coming off.
His helmet was the one that flew off, so that's the rule. You got to come to the sideline for one play.
Kind of think he's going to be aggressive, this player.
I would think he's probably looking for somebody. He might have 50 in his mind. Heine, he'll point something out. I don't know what he sees over there, but he's talking to Creekbaum. Now they're going to set the play from the sideline. 9 on the play clock. Snap, they'll fake the handoff. Man comes untouched. Somehow Creekbaum tries to get away, but they were on the blitz, and 27, who we don't know who it is right now, came through there with nobody even touching him. He was all over Creekbaum before he even had a chance almost to catch the snap.
I think we got a timeout on the field.
Timeout, big loss, all the way back to the 24. I think that's Plymouth's timeout. Actually, it looks like Kokomo called it.
Yeah,
nope, they're
going to
Yep. Plymouth timeout. We'll keep it here. There's only one way to repair your vehicles. That's the right way. Take your cars and trucks to the Master. Master Tech in Plymouth. They do it all. Brakes, oil changes, tune-up, and transmissions. Take it to the Master. Master Tech on Western Avenue in Plymouth. Well, I'll tell you, this is a big play. You got 1:10 left in the half, 28-0. If you get something on the board here before halftime, it means the world to your second half.
That play just hurt us, though, because that put us about 3rd and 18 or 19 right now with 1:10 to go in the half. So you're looking at least 2 plays. You don't want to give the ball back to Kokomo because you know they're a quick strike offense, and that's probably why, Plymouth took the timeout, but Kokomo's going to use their timeouts too, especially if they stop Plymouth here.
Yeah, if they get a stop here, they will definitely use a timeout, I would think. Big play offense. Who'd have thought it? I mean, they're not going to throw the football. Or at least I wouldn't if I had.
No.
Now, if you got Ples Lawrence, I guess just handing it to him is equal to a pass.
That's all they've done.
1:10 to play, and I don't have the numbers in front of me. He's got to be well over 150 yards or so. Creekbaum back to throw. He's got a man wide open. Garcia catches it, makes a move. He's nice open field tackle out there. Great one by Stewart. Because if not, that's 6.
Garcia's slowed getting up. And it looks like an ankle or a knee or something.
Yep.
Just kind of – he went
down
funny. Yeah, he did.
And he's going to stay down. It might be a cramp, though. That's what that is, I think. He extended trying to get into the end zone. You know how it is when you get that
No, I don't.
foot. You never cramped?
No.
Okay, even I cramped once in a while.
Oh, I thought you meant trying to get a score.
No, I
don't.
Okay.
No,
Nobody'd give me the ball. At least you got to carry it once.
Yeah, one time. Last play, yeah.
So we're going to look at Garcia here. You can't, and it looks like that right ankle is what they're looking at. He got twisted over there. That would be an enormous loss because, as you heard John Barron say in the pregame, Devontae did it all last week. And we find out, too, if Lennon gets hurt, Devontae's the backup quarterback.
Well, yeah.
And he's going to come to the sideline. Quentin Haney's going to help him over. Heine's going to help him over.
And he's favoring that right ankle pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll tape it up, and they'll have the halftime to work on it. But
now you got a big play. You're first and goal at the 3, but you've taken your main offensive weapon off the field.
But we've shown we'll be able to run Heine right up the middle.
You got to look to Quentin now to take that football and put one up.
You've got 4 downs to do it. You've got 2 timeouts left, so time's not going to be an issue with just over a minute to go.
Michael Shealy will come out to take Garcia's place. They're going to bring him to the sideline over here on the bench and take a look at him, and he doesn't look healthy right now. Kriegbaum has him out. Haney is the running back. Mills to the left side. Shealy to the right. They've got him spread out sideline to sideline. Haney hits he's going to lose a yard. He hit a guy right in the middle. Once again, they sent the house. Just pushed the line backwards. There was nowhere for him to go. Quentin bounced off the initial hit. Tried to make something happen and just didn't. So it'll be second and goal at the 3.
Lucky he only lost a yard there, actually.
32 seconds. Clock is running.
Get Kriegbaum out in space.
Kriegbaum will have them once again. They're sideline to sideline, spread out. He'll hand it to Heine. Nice play call. He'll jog in. Nobody there. He faked that pass out to the right side, and Heine just went in untouched. Somebody missed something. And you got Speer isn't happy with somebody down there. I don't think I would like him mad at me.
No, because he's going to have all half to think about it.
A couple of guys talking to each other. Nate Blackamore is down there, too, the defensive end. Somebody missed something because nobody was even close to touching Heine, and it's 6 for Plymouth. And that, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, that is huge. 22 seconds left to go, and they're going to bring on, obviously, a new kicker. And it is going to be number 85. That is Hayden Graham O'Brien. Snap is down. Kick is blocked. And so it will be no good. And that'll make it 6 for Plymouth, 28 for Kokomo. 22 seconds left. And Plymouth will have to kick it off. No wonder Plus Lawrence returns kicks. You think maybe he does?
I hope we don't find out because I'm hoping this is a squib kick. It probably will be with Garcia not kicking off.
We'll take a look at the 2 deep here on their show. Oh, really? Les Lawrence right there.
Shocker. Yeah.
I'm amazed.
I wouldn't kick it to him, Rusty.
I wouldn't either, but I tell you what, if I'm on that blue and red sideline, he's going to have the ball in his hands anytime I can get it in his hands.
They could do the backwards lateral till they get it to him.
I would figure out a way. Dynamic. You knew that coming in. Anybody who went to the game last year, he was a one-man wrecking crew. You could not tackle him. Even when you tackled him, he wasn't tackled.
And that's the same way it's tonight. You've been spot on with that.
He is a player. And his numbers are going to show it tonight. He has had
But I think we slowed him down the second quarter a little bit. I don't think he got 96 yards the second quarter.
Let's hope not. So Plymouth will kick it off here. Once again, 22 seconds left in the first half. It is 28-6 now. And kicking off for Plymouth, obviously with Devontae Garcia on the bench, it's going to be Justin Garrett. Will come out, and he'll be kicking off. Lawrence in the middle. He's got Stewart to one side, and he's got Reese Beard to the other side. They're going to kick a low line drive right up the middle. Stewart will pick it up. He'll come forward. He's at the 30. Jukes, he'll get out of bounds quickly. So with 17 seconds left, Kokomo will have it back.
Well, we know Barker's got an arm. If they wanted to do a Hail Mary or something, he can get the ball down the field.
He's a from what I understand, I haven't seen him play, but from what I understand, he is an outstanding baseball player.
He looks like he could be a pitcher.
Yeah, I think
Pitcher,
so.
first
but
base.
I think as a he's best as a hitter. I guess he can just hit a ball a mile. Look at him. Do you think that's possible?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like that first baseman catcher kind of player. But he is he's a load. And he's smart too. You can tell he isn't trying to do anything he can't do. He's not. He's smart. Where's 10? Here you go. That's basically all he does. He'll go back to throw here.
Oh, they got him
going
wide
deep,
open.
And he is open without anybody near him. He overthrew him by about 6 inches.
Oh, my goodness.
Les Lawrence was all alone in a dead sprint down the left hash and just overthrew him by maybe a foot.
He was 10 yards behind the Plymouth defender, and why wouldn't Plymouth stay back in that situation?
I don't know. I think in that case, I think that was Janda's responsibility. He's a first-year player over there.
They bought Creekbaum in right now, too.
Creekbaum at the safety.
I don't think Kokomo will try that again, but it was there.
I don't know. It was there easily. That was without question 6. If he just hits him. Doesn't even have to hit him in stride. There was nobody there to hit him.
They got to spread.
They're going to go spread. They got a man in the slot to the right. Barker has Ples Lawrence next to him. He'll run it to the right, tosses it out there. Man is open. Shealy will turn and try to play it. Not bad coverage, but a nice throw. Almost dropped in there. On the dead run was number 22, Keegan Name for Kokomo. And so with clock stops with 4, 3rd down and 10. You think they're going to just kneel here, or would you try to throw again?
No, I think they'll take a kneel here because if they would have caught that, they would have got out of bounds with 2 or 3 seconds around the 20-yard line. Then they would have taken a shot or maybe even a field goal because their kicker looks pretty solid. I think he's going to take a knee here.
Yep, the only way you can tell that's victory formation is the running back drop back about 3 yards.
They get the ball to start the second half, so
that'll bring us to halftime. And we have a 28-6 score. Kokomo leads it. We'll take a break, and we'll have our halftime show when we come back. It is Plymouth football on WTCA. Give me 4. On the other hand, defensively, we knew coming in that that line was going to have to figure out a way, and you said it before the start of the game. They had to figure out a way to make a pile. I mean, one way or the other, they've got to get everything stopped there to let your linebackers make some plays. Right now, that hasn't been happening either, and I know the coaching staff was a little bit concerned. East Noble, I mean, you're talking about a great team in East Noble, but they manhandled us up front for the most part for that entire game. Looks like that same thing is happening tonight.
Yeah, they really have so far tonight, Kokomo. Our leading tackler at halftime is Caden Hooley with 4 tackles. Which, he's an undersized linebacker. Boy, he's tough as nails. I mean,
yeah.
He puts his nose in everything,
Yeah.
Rusty. He's a fighter, but again, you don't want him, to be leading the charge. You need something from your defensive line, especially as tight as Kokomo's playing, because they're not doing anything fancy. I mean, they're going right up the middle, just nice. They're not quitting by any means. They're maybe a little bit outmanned and definitely oversized or outsized in most aspects, but no quit.
What are you gonna do? I mean, that's the thing. You got to find something, especially defensively, that you can do. We did get the stop there in the end. Well, actually, we have the second one, but the clock kind of ran out on that one. But you were able to stop them the last time they had the football. You got some things moving back the other way. Problem is they get the ball right back to start the second half. This is one of those times when you really wish you had that first possession.
Mm-hmm. Now, they only passed 4 times in the first half, and 2 of them were in the last 20 seconds on long passes. So they didn't pass a lot in the first half. I think Plymouth's got to keep it tight. I mean, they got to keep containment, obviously, but they got to make piles up the middle and make that running back go side to side instead of straight up, because once they get ahead of steam, Plymouth hadn't been able to stop them.
You got to figure out a way to stop Ples Lawrence. I don't know if anybody's going to figure that out all year long.
He's a player.
He's very good.
He's a little jitterbug too. I mean, he runs hard.
He's got 9 carries. Nobody else has more than 2. And once again, that's no surprise. He's going to have the ball in his hands a lot. On the Plymouth side, Heine obviously is with the 18 carries. Garcia has 3. Creekbaum has 8. That's something I thought they might go to a little more, and now we don't know if they can. Was that quick toss or something to get Devontae into the running game? The thing is, though, you can tell there are 3 or 4 guys who've been told know where he is every time he's on the field, and they closed up any opportunity he had awfully quick.
He was definitely in the spotlight because he had such a good game last week against East Noble. So I think Kokomo's game plan was to take Garcia away, and basically in the first half they really have.
They have done that, and now we don't know his status. We'll see when they come back out. He went out with what looked like an ankle injury. We're not sure how bad it was, but any amount of time he loses is going to be a blow to this football team.
And yes, absolutely. And we know Creekbaum can throw the ball. I mean, he did last week with some really great accuracy, but I think for him to do that tonight, he's going to have to do some rollouts or some quick hitches or something like that, because standing back in the pocket, he hasn't really got the protection he's needed.
They've been sending the house almost every play.
I think Plymouth's going to see that all year until we correct it.
And the other part of that is, Lennon can throw the football, but he just has not had a chance to even look for a receiver other than the 2 he's completed.
No, again, you got to slow it down for him. Give him 1, maybe 2 reads. If it's not there, have him go and know when to get rid of the ball. Again, it's teaching. I'm sure they're going over that, and they probably went over it all week. He's a senior, but he's kind of, last week was his first start at quarterback, so it's still new to him.
We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll look at some numbers from that first half. It is Plymouth football on WTCA. Go ahead and give me 3 and come back. Okay. Back at Plymouth High School, Rusty Nixon, Joe McKee, as we're looking at a 28-6 score here at halftime. Kokomo with the lead. Both the teams are starting to make their way back onto the field. Let's take a look at some numbers from that first half. Start with the visitors. Kokomo, obviously 28 points. They had 8 first downs, as Joe pointed out. They were 17 rushes, 160 yards. Passing, they had 14 yards, 1 of 5 in those attempts. One of them was that double reverse pass to start the game. Total offense, they've run 22 plays and 174 yards. For Plymouth, they have 7 first downs, 29 rushes, 50 yards. They have 31 yards passing on 3 of 4, 33 total plays, 81 total yards. Time of possession is 8:23 for Kokomo, 15:37 for Plymouth. Running down individual numbers, Ples Lawrence, 9 carries, 118 yards. He's got 116 net yards, 3 touchdowns. His longest run was 39 yards. He's averaging 12.9 yards a carry. Evan Barker, 2 carries for 17 yards, 1 carry for Keegan Name for 12 yards. And Trey Marciniak had the 2 carries, one of them for a touchdown. He has 12 yards. Barker, 1 of 4 passing for 14 yards. For Plymouth, Quentin Heine has 18 carries. That is a lot. He's going to be taking an ice bath tomorrow, I got a feeling. That's a lot of carries, especially for just one half. He's got 51 total yards, scored a touchdown. He's averaging 2.6 a carry. Garcia, 3 carries for 10 yards. Kriegbaum had the big game, 41-yard game, but he also lost 47, so he's got 8 carries and -6 total yards. He's 3 of 4 passing for 31 yards. Receiving, Garcia with a couple of catches for 22 yards. And punting, that has been that's not going to make the highlight reel either. Time on the field, if not all the time, that Garcia was at that wide receiver spot. But we don't see Devontae down there. I got a feeling that he is probably done for the night. Plymouth will have to kick it off certification process through the state association to coach. You have to have that certification on heat and on concussion. And so they're watching that carefully. The time you're going to have it is with these guys that are playing both ways.
Yep.
That is a lot to ask of a high school football player to, last week especially when you got a 320-pound Division I tackle coming at you all night long, to dance with him for, I don't think even you want to do it.
No.
With your enormous skills, even you don't want to do it.
And, well, not now, but if I was 18, I'd give it a go.
Back in the day, you would have eaten that guy up.
I'm not going to say that, but
you would have eaten him up. Come on. Fight him out of bounds. And Kokomo with another big play. Barker, in motion is Lawrence. They'll hand it right up the middle. Marciniak gets about 4. They'll drag him down inside the 40 at the 39. 2nd down and 5.
Plymouth's starting to get a little more aggressive on defense. Their linebackers are coming right off the bat.
Well, Gene Skirvin alluded to it at the postgame last week. Sometimes you can stunt, sometimes you can't.
Work on his angles. He's kind of doing that banana peel. He's coming in and then tailing back. He needs to take better angles on that.
I'll take a look at that on film. He is close, but he's twice just been able to get a hand on the back as he goes by him. 1st and 10. Football is at the 12-yard line. Barker. In motion is Lawrence. They'll hand it to him. He gets to the outside. He has one man to beat. He beats them all. Just runs. And all the good stuff that happened for your defense on that drive goes out the window with another score. Well, here's good news for the Plymouth defense. Ples Lawrence is going to the sideline right now. He's not going to be on the extra point try. Ginner will come on. Barker will hold it. Snap is good. The kick is up, and it's blocked.
There we go.
So there's a positive. As they don't get 7, they just get the 6. 9:08 to go here in the third, and it's 34-6. Kokomo. We'll take a break. Come back. We'll have more. It's Plymouth football on WTCA. Just one. Back at Plymouth High School, Rusty Nixon with Joe McKee. It is 34-6. Plymouth trails Kokomo here. And as we said, DeMonte Garcia back out on the sideline, but he has his helmet off. It does not look like he's going anywhere.
It doesn't, because he'd be on the return team here.
And he is kind of gimpy even still. The good news is he's standing up, but I think his night is done. So we'll see what the Plymouth offense can do without their biggest weapon. The Plymouth kickoff team can do without their biggest weapon. The Plymouth defense can do without their safety. And Borough will kick off for the Wildcats.
And you hope it's not too bad. It doesn't linger into next week's game against Warsaw.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the other thing you got to think about, too. You got a conference game next week. And you got to be at full force, obviously. Borough will kick it off. Bowering is the man deep in the air. It's going to go to the end zone. Bowering will catch it. Dangerous catch, but he's got it moving forward. He'll get run out of bounds at about the 15. So Bowering will bring it back. Plymouth will start at 1st and 10 at the 15. Going to mark it at the 14, actually. And they'll bring the offense back out. Let's just hope that you see some more positives. I mean, the thing about Kokomo tonight is I don't know, did East Noble do that much junking up on that defense where they're sending 5 guys, I mean,
yeah,
they did.
They did.
I didn't notice it as much.
They bought everybody.
Tonight, it's been basically everybody except single coverage on the wideouts. That's pretty much it. Safety moves forward. They'll hand it off. Heine. He is caught from behind. And that is Parker with the tackle. Tyrese. No gain. 2nd and 10. They're trying to run that left side a lot. That's where the success has been. I can understand that. You got Quintana and DeLee on that side. That's the way I would run. I'm sorry, Quintana and Popey over there. That's the way I would run. 2 really big, talented guys. Heine will go to the right of Kriegbaum. Back to throw. And with a quick one over the middle, it's behind Sheely. He can't reach back and get it.
Kriegbaum's, boy, he got hit right in the rib cage, too.
Nailed. He's slow to get up, but he will. He's kind of holding his right arm a little bit of a weird angle.
As soon as he threw the ball, he just got drilled right in the chest.
He is a little bit gimpy. He'll come back out there and call the signals. Heine to his left. He's got men in the slots to both sides. That play was there, but once again, Lennon without any time to actually throw it. Snap, and that was a busted play. He turned to hand it, nobody was there. And he'll get forward for about 2, but that was definitely a busted play.
That's not the way you want to come out of the locker room.
Not at all. So it'll be 4th and 10. Football's at the 15. Kriegbaum will go deep. He's probably punting here, I would think.
Kokomo doesn't even
have anybody back. They're going to send the house. Kriegbaum's going to have to run for his life out here to the left side. They'll run him out of bounds. And he's down again. He's out near the track as he got ridden out there, and that's going to be short.
It's going to be short.
I don't know why. Lennon was really angry with himself. I don't know whether it was because he felt like he should have turned it up quicker or what, but he was not happy with that. They'd sent everybody. He wasn't going to get that kickoff without having it blocked.
Yeah, Kokomo didn't have anybody back.
Well, I mean, we've averaged 18 yards a punt. You don't really have to have anybody back. You'll take that exchange if you're on the other side.
Yeah.
So now that offense comes back, and they will have short field again. In motion is Lawrence. They'll pitch it to him. He's to the outside, and what a play out there by Derafield as he squares him up, drives him out of bounds. Creekbaum is out there. Actually, it's Barrera. Barrera and Creekbaum out there are able to ride him out of bounds, and a 1-yard gain maybe.
Barrera's listed at 5'5", 119.
This defense is definitely undersized at every single position. Very undersized. Especially here in the early going when you're going to have Warsaw does this offense, Mishawaka does a similar thing. I mean, you're going to see this over and over again in the first part of the season. Barker has them out. Once again, in motion is Stewart. They'll fake it, roll out, looking to throw. He's got a man in the end zone, and he hits him. Les Lawrence. And Janda unhappy with himself as he let him get some space between him and the sideline, and they just hit him in motion.
Boy, that was a nice pass, though, Rusty.
Hit him right on the dime. And now it's 40-6. 6:54 to play. This quarter looking a lot like the first quarter. Kokomo having their way, but you cannot give them a team like this short field every single time they have the ball.
No.
That has been the story of tonight more than anything. Snap, kick is up, and it looks good from here. It'll be good. So 6:54 in the third. It is now 41-6. And we'll be back after this to Plymouth Football on WTCA. 1. Back at Plymouth High School, Rusty Nixon and Joe McKee. It is 41-6, 6:54 to play in the third quarter. And kicking off again will be Kokomo's. They have had their way on offense, but like I said before, I think the deepest field position they have had is when we turned it over on downs in their territory in the first half. They've pretty much started at the 30 or closer on every possession.
Yeah, time of possession, like we talked about at halftime, Plymouth has doubled the time of possession. So,
well, when you only got to go 30 yards, it doesn't take very long. When you got Ples Lawrence doing it in one shot, it's...
And Kokomo's had big plays.
Big plays. Borough will kick it off, and Plymouth will get it back, see if they can do something with it this time. It's kicked to the... And it's going to get into the end zone. Bowering was trying to make a catch out there, but it'll come out to the 20. Plymouth will have it 1st and 10.
I think that's probably a pretty good decision that he let that go into the end zone.
Yeah, he was going to get his bell rung if he'd tried to pick that up and run it with it. So, 6:54. And Lennon, Creekbaum coming out. This is the only time Plymouth will huddle is on this first down. And they'll come out, the play call come in from the sideline. You got Mills out here wide to the right, Sheely to the right, Mills to the left in the slot. I think that's Bowering, but I'll try to get a better look at that. Creekbaum ready, snap, they'll hand it to Heine. He's pushing his way. He's going to get 3, it looks like. 2nd down and 7.
Looks like Kokomo made some adjustments at halftime, trying to take that play away. So Plymouth's going to have to make some adjustments to see what they can do.
2nd and 8. 6:15 clock running. Kriegbaum will have him out. Looks it over, takes the snap, hands it off. Right up the middle. Heine again with some big gain. I don't think that was Quinton. I think we've got another running back in there. I was going to say. First carry there. And that's number 36. No, it's not. What is that? What is his number?
It's 36.
36.
Braxton Burns.
Braxton Burns is what it says, but so Braxton Burns with a carry. And a good one. 3rd down and 3 here. Pickup of about 5. Hand it to him again. Straight ahead. Let's see. Gets shoved back.
It's going to be
unceremoniously. It's going to be about a yard short.
About a yard short.
Why not go for it? You're not giving them any worse field or better field position than you've had. So
you're not going to pin them with your punt team.
No, you're not going to change field position anyway. You may as well take the play. So with 5 minutes to go and the clock running, got to have a 1-yard play in that playbook somewhere. And Burns is still the running back. Heine, I'm sure, just taking a breather here. He'll take a look. Now, Heine played a lot of linebacker last week. He's not been out there in that spot tonight. Kriegbaum will look it over again. He'll take the snap. He'll hand it to Burns. That's going to be going to depend on the spot.
Boy, look at that
The official down here gave it to him.
Right.
And so Plymouth will get it. Burns with a little bit more than a yard, not much. He just basically the nose of the football is touching the 30. Okay, now that's not the poor this guy over here spotted it.
Oh, yeah, about a half-yard difference in there. Well, they spotted it's not even a first down.
No.
It wouldn't have been.
That one I don't understand, but who cares? First
no,
and 10.
First down.
Snap. Should be a flag, but they're not. They're up in the air, and a 50-50 ball that Shealy can't come down with. Good coverage, almost a really good play by Michael, but that was defended out there very well by Jalen Cannon.
Just got a text from Mark Record, said, "Let's go Rockies."
Yeah,
he texted in last week, too, so avid listener.
Got one from Brad Drudge. Good to have. I tell you, I can't tell you how nice it is to have Brad Drudge's text again.
Yeah? What did he say, Rusty?
I think I'll keep that to myself. Let's put it this way. He finds some images to send that I don't know. I don't want to know where he finds them.
I've been getting texts from Mark Lindsay all night. Now I'll match you.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. 2nd down and 10. On the incompleted pass, 3 minutes to play in the 3rd, and Burns, another nice carry. Burns is not the bowling ball that Quinton Heine is.
But Heine having 18 carries in the first half.
I know.
I mean, he's got to be dead
He had
out there.
about 25 just through the early 3rd quarter.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he's getting a break.
And they're moving the ball, taking some time off. There's down to 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
3rd and 7, pick up a 3. Football at the 35. Snap and a fake handoff. Kriegbaum has nowhere to go, and he is met very unmercifully by Brandon Bennett, who takes him to the turf. Gain I'll call it 2. 4th and 5 now. You got a 5-yard play in your playbook?
They got a whole bunch of them. I don't know if they can run them or not, but they're there.
Kokomo's going to have something to do with that. Their linebackers are so good.
They're aggressive.
They are really good. They're physical. They're fast.
But, Rusty, it doesn't get any easier.
No, it does not. You're going to have to play Bart Curtis next week, and that is Michael Norris.
There we go.
Going to have a penalty. That makes sense. Michael Norris is number 36 right now. And he has to have 36 on because he's a running back at this point. So that's a number change. You can't wear, I think he's 54. Let's see what he is. Normally, He would be wearing 57. You can't wear that as a running back. Got to have one of those running back numbers. So Norris in the backfield. Back to throw. Kriegbaum lets it go deep.
Boy, he's open.
Oh, he was open, but just slightly overthrown. Sheely one step behind it. That's the second time they've tried to just throw it up there for Michael. And that's the kind of player he is. He's got enormous speed. He's very tall, and he's crazy strong. If you can get him the ball in that 50-50 spot, he has the physical tools to win that every time.
And Kriegbaum just probably threw that 50-55 yards in the air, so
he can throw
shows
it.
A strong arm.
2nd and 10, 27 seconds to play in the quarter. He'll roll out. He's got nowhere to go. He was caught instantly. Completely trapped as he caught the snap. He tried to roll to the right, and he saw Tracy Dowling, turned around back to the left. He saw Shane Speer, and that's not a good sight no matter which way you were looking.
No.
So it'll be 3rd and long. Football at the 30. 3rd and 20, actually. And that's going to end the third quarter. So we have played 3 complete. We'll come back with the final 12. Kokomo leads it 41-6. Try to play 2. Back at Plymouth High School, Rusty Nixon and Joe McKee. It is 41-6, 12 minutes left to play in this one. And Quentin Heine will come back in that backfield. Let's see. We got to watch closely. We're going to see if Norris puts 57 back on. Trips to the right side. Snap. He'll throw it out here to Sheely. He catches it, makes a move, gets into the secondary, makes a man miss. Juking around, he's not going to get much back. It'll be a 5-yard gain. That slant over the middle. Michael caught it, got a few, but couldn't make enough guys miss to really break it. And so it'll be 4th down and 15.
But you're trying to give him that opportunity to do something there. I mean, with all of his athletic ability and speed, and you telling me how strong he is, that's a good play to run.
And let's see if they do something like that again. He's really your biggest threat right now on that field.
He's got man-to-man down here at the bottom.
Darrowfield has speed if he can get some space. He can outrun a few guys. Bowering out here has made a couple of nice catches last year. Now Kriegbaum back in that punt position. He'll take it, and he'll kick it away. It's going to hit, and it's going to roll. This is what you want to see every time. And it'll be downed out there at about the 28. So Mills will stop it, and with 10:53 to play, 41-6 the score. And Kokomo will have it back.
That was about a 37-yard punt.
You can live with that.
You can live with that. A lot of college punters can live with that.
Nice roll. See, that's the thing you get with that. You don't really have to blast it in the air. You just got to get it out there and get it on the ground.
Because Kokomo didn't have anybody back, so it was just going to roll.
Wildcats will bring in their number 2 offense here, so I'm sorry if I have a little trouble finding everybody's name. Quarterback is going to be Andrew Barker, and in motion is number 14, Kamarian Pollard, and he is drugged to the ground. That is Mills out there with a tackle. And a loss of 1 will be second at 11. They'll put it down at the 26.
And it looks like Plymouth still got their first team out there. I'd keep Creekbaum out of the game, though, Rusty.
Not sure that's not going to happen really soon. I don't know that they were aware that the number 2 offense was out there yet, so you're going to see some. I don't know, though. At the same time, you got some things you want to see out of these guys yet, I would imagine.
But you don't need to see it out of Creekbaum, especially with Garcia being dinged up.
Probably not. Barker calling the snaps. He'll take it straight forward, and he's met there by Connor DeLee. And that'll be a gain of 1, 3rd and 9. Football is at the 27.
There, they just took Creekbaum out. That's a good play.
I think so. And they put Bowering appears 33 back there.
I mean, they don't have a JV game against Kokomo. That got canceled. They do have a JV game Monday, but you can also get some of these younger kids in there, too.
They have a game with Western coming up. 9 minutes to play in this one. It is 41-6. In motion, pitch goes to the motion man, Rondell Green, and he is taken to the turf by Derafield. So it's 4th down and 12 here, and it looks like they're bringing the punt team on. This will be the first time we've seen them tonight for Kokomo. Even the stop Plymouth had, it was turned over on downs. So Boroff will come on. I don't know if you watched him warming up at halftime.
I did.
He can kick it.
Yep.
So back deep is Bowering. Boroff ready to kick. Bowering standing at the 45. He'll take it. Kind of a rugby punt. Kicks it, and Bowering will drop it. And boy, he got low. That's close to a penalty. Bowering was on his knees on the ground, and Rondell Green just plastered him in the head, and no flag, but that was close. Would have been a clean hit, except that Bowering was on the ground.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's on his knees.
Yeah.
You can't hit a guy like that on his knees. But there's no flag. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 34. So Plymouth will bring the offense back out. Creekbaum will be at quarterback.
Looks like their first team offense.
7:38 to play. Quentin Heine will be the running back. Shealy out wide here to the right. If you're just joining us, Devontae Garcia went out with an ankle injury, and he's got ice on that ankle right now. We will not see him again tonight, obviously. Hopefully we will be able to see him next week as Plymouth will go to Warsaw. Right now, Creekbaum takes a snap. He'll fake the handoff to Heine out here in the flat, and Shealy can't come up with it. Wasn't going to get much anyway.
It might have even been a loss. It would have been right at the line of scrimmage.
So Shealy unable to bring it in. It was a little bit low. Would have been a nice catch, but not a lot there. So 2nd down now. As Creekbaum faked the handoff and then rolled out, it's something that you've talked about, getting him a chance by getting him out in space and doing that run-pass option kind of stuff. Straight back now. Throw to the side, and Mills with a catch. He'll carry some guys a ways, and Seth Mills down to the 45 of Kokomo.
Creekbaum's got a nice arm. He's got a little zing on that ball.
He can play the position. He has shown that. It's learning the decision-making that is growing. When he learns when he should drop it and run it, he will be a weapon. Well, he's already a weapon. Yeah. Be a bigger weapon. 1st and 10, football at the 47. Snap, he'll fake the handoff, take it himself. He's into the secondary, makes a man miss, breaks a tackle. He's going to carry some guys. He's down to the 26, 27-yard line, and he'll have another 1st down. 5:37 to play.
That was a nice read by Creekbaum. Maybe see more of that going forward next week.
41-6 the score. Creek Bomb will bring him out. Actually, there was no huddle. Norris is back on the field as the running back. Snap. They'll hand it to him. He goes over the left side. A lot of room. He gets down to the 20. Taken to the ground there. It'll be 2nd down and 3. Getting the play from the sideline. 4:51 left in this one. Trips to the right. Deerfield and Bowering are in the slot. Creek Bomb ready. He'll take the snap. He'll hand it off to Norris. Norris breaks a tackle somehow. Is going to be right down at that 1st down marker. And they're going to give it to him with the spot. So 1st and 10 Plymouth.
Nice run there. He was down for about a 2 or 3 yard loss.
Somehow maintained his balance and moved forward with it. So he will have the 1st down carry. He's looking nice there. And there's another option at running back.
Yep.
Which is good news because that lets Haney play a little linebacker. Hand off to him again up the middle. And he'll be down right around the 12. Pick up a 5. Plymouth on the move here. They trail at 41-6. Creek Bomb has them out of the huddle. Now somebody trying to get on the field here for Kokomo at the last second. Snap. Lend him back to throw. He's got a man open in the slot, Bowering. He's going to be caught almost immediately. But a positive play. They're going to mark him at the 6. That'll be close to another 1st down.
That is a first down.
That is a first down. 1st and goal here at the 6.
Still plenty of time with just over 3 minutes to get a score in here.
Creek Bomb with the play. Wides to both sides. Bowering in the slot to the left. Norris, the running back. They'll hand it to him. He is stopped quickly. He'll be down about the 5. 2nd down and goal.
And you know Kokomo's 2nd unit doesn't want to give up a touchdown.
Oh, no.
I mean, there's some pride
it's
on the line
here. It's a matter
here.
of pride.
Yep.
2:43, clock moving. Creek Bomb ready to go. He's got men in the slot to both sides. He's back to throw. Throws it to one of them.
Oh,
and it's intercepted.
No.
Bounced right off the chest of Devin Bowering, right into the arms.
Jeez.
Of Davion Pepper, and a great drive goes for nothing. He hit Bowering right square in the chest. It bounced off Devin's chest and right into the arms of Pepper.
Kokomo starters are all, look at him over there on the sideline. The one guy just did a backflip, Rusty. It was one of those standing bat flips that you used to do in your.
That's right.
I mean,
after I had a base hit, I'd run to first and do a backflip.
So that did mean something there. I mean,
yeah. I mean, you're ahead 41-6, but at the same time, it's a matter of pride. You still play the game hard all the way to the end, and there was no taunting.
Nope.
It's just one of those things where you're happy for your teammate.
Oh, he did a
it's different if you do it on the field.
No,
it was on the sideline, on the bench. That's a totally different thing.
Nothing bad there. He was over by,
But the backflip was interesting.
That was impressive.
Minute 23, Kokomo with it back. They're at the 28. Boy, that hurts. Because that
really
was
does.
6.
Yeah, it was.
Too much time. And could it have bounced worse? How many times you see one bounce off a guy's chest directly into the arms of a guy 5 yards away? Anything that could go wrong this year on defense has gone wrong.
So far.
Yeah. 55 seconds to play in this one. They just have to kneel down a couple of times here. And I don't know what that is. The ball was just on the quarterback, reached and picked it up behind the leg of the guard.
That's one of those trick plays that the Chiefs used to run.
Yeah. Purple Chiefs or the regular Chiefs?
Purple Chiefs. That'll be the game.
That's going to be the ball game with 30 seconds left. The clock will continue to run, and that's going to do it. So Plymouth, for the second week in a row, takes one on the chin. They got to find something defensively, Joe. That's the bottom line here. That was a tough thing again tonight.
Really was, and you got Warsaw next week at Warsaw. And that's going to be your first road game, too. And, you know, Warsaw's a tough place to play. And
there's no hard feelings there.
There's not. And I'm sure Warsaw will be happy to run up the score.
Oh, I'm sure that won't be a problem. That will not be a problem. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have Gene Skirvin to talk with us about this one. So stay tuned. It's Plymouth football on WCCA. Final here tonight, 41-6. Back after this. Just play until I tell you to come back. As soon as Gene's up here, we'll quickly get this over with. Can you hear this microphone okay?